I recall how it was actually at a similar session at Guwahati way back in 2002, when we were in the opposition, that the idea of RTI and Mahatma Gandhi Narega first took shape and became part of our party's agenda. The new government took over at the center a little over a year ago. Both in substance and style, both its substance, its style, are now all too evident. Both are cause of great concern. They raise many disturbing questions. They should make us pause, reflect, and give an appropriate response. In terms of substance, there are systematic attempts being made to dismantle the edifice of the welfare state built up over the decades by successive Congress governments, a state which promoted economic growth for the betterment of everybody, but especially to meet the objectives of social justice and equity. Budgetary allocations in key areas like education, health, drinking water and sanitation, rural roads and livelihoods, women and child development, and welfare of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes have been slashed. This is clearly part of a new philosophy which abdicates the essential role of the central government in social and human development and in strengthening local self-government institutions in rural and urban India. 11 states, especially, of whom 7 are represented here today, have been dealt a grievous blow by the abolition of the Planning Commission and of the grouping called Special Category States. In the guise of giving more untied funds to states, the center has ended up imposing additional burdens on all of them. New fiscal architecture is all very well, but at what cost and whose cost needs to be examined carefully. And what is the justification for giving huge tax cut bonanzas to the corporate sector, drastically cutting public expenditures for vital social sector programs? In terms of style, there is unprecedented centralization of power and authority. The deliberate bypassing of parliamentary procedures and practices, threats to civil society, and warning to the judiciary. The Prime Minister has also broken with tradition and taken domestic policies to audiences abroad. Boastful claims, exaggerations, and downright falsehoods characterize most of his statements. His election promises are now being dismissed, in the words of one of his own key colleagues, as Chunavi Jumlas. And of course, on a number of important issues, the Prime Minister has made a U-turn on his earlier positions. On some, like the GST and UID, he seems to have discovered their virtues. But on other turnabouts, like on the 2013 Land Acquisition Law and on the National Food Security Act, he has to be strongly opposed. It is alarming that the coverage under the National Food Security Act is proposed to be reduced from 67 to 40%, and the entire system of food procurement, including MSP, is under assault. There is another aspect of both substance and style that I should like to mention, and this relates to a dangerous duplicitous game that is being played out. On the one hand, the Prime Minister wants to project himself as a great champion of good governance and constitutional values, and on the other, he allows many of his colleagues to make vile statements and foment communal polarization. This has already damaged our secular fabric. An atmosphere of fear and foreboding has been deliberately created. But at the same time, we as congressmen and women have to confront the Modi government and engage in agitations against it when it works against the public interest. I should also make it absolutely clear, it is the responsibility of the central government to create and maintain an atmosphere conducive for cooperation and consensus. Each chief minister naturally faces different challenges. Each state is different, faces different problems. You would undoubtedly be interacting with the central government in this regard. But today we are meeting as a collective forum to formulate a common position in key areas in keeping with our party's priorities and policies. That is how the day discussion has been structured, and I would like our Chief Minister to tell us, to share with us what we should be doing as a party, even as you keep your state's own special needs in mind. 3 areas invite our immediate and focused attention. First, the manner in which the UPA flagship programs are now being implemented by the center and the impact that the change is having at the state level. Second, the manner in which some of the UPA key pro-poor policies are being diluted. And third, the new schemes introduced by the center and how the Congress-ruled states are geared to implement them. Friends, you are all aware that we have been commemorating the 125th birth anniversary of Jawaharlal Nehru and have recently launched the 125th birth anniversary celebrations of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Jawaharlal Nehru, as you all know, is now under sustained assault by forces that guide the ruling establishment. His fundamental contributions are being deleted. His legacy, which has enabled our country to flourish as an open, liberal democracy, rejoicing in its diversity, is being threatened. I believe that this must be stoutly resisted. And as Chief Ministers, you ought to counter this assault by arranging appropriate programs commemorating his birth, Jawaharlal Nehru's birth anniversary in the coming months and culminating on the 14th of November. Even today, we fail to fully appreciate the remarkable scale of what Dr. B.R. Ambedkar accomplished. His faith in democracy, which he shared with Nehru and all the stalwarts of the freedom movement, is one of his proud legacies to our country. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, as we all know, was the main architect of our constitution, a role he was enabled to play by the Congress party because of his outstanding capabilities. Rahul has just launched the celebration for his 123rd birth anniversary in Mao, and a number of programs are being planned. But I believe that the best tribute we can pay him is by ensuring each Congress-ruled state gives statutory status to implementing the Scheduled Caste Plan and Tribal Sub-Plan. Our UPA government had finalized legislation to this regard. Our states, I believe, should now take this forward.